Hello everyone, happy Monday. Welcome to a new reading vlog. So I apologize that there was no reading vlog last week. I had started vlogging, but then I went like 3 days without vlogging and I was like, at this point, it doesn't make sense to continue vlogging. So I just decided to wait until it was a new week, and now here we are. I did finish reading A Get a Life, Chloe Brown last week though, and I did really enjoy it. Unfortunately, my reading pace lately has been very slow, and that was definitely the case with this book. I found that it was taking me a very long time to read, especially for an adult romance, but I did enjoy it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was super cute, definitely very, very fluffy, and just a sweet romance overall, but it did also have a lot of substance to it. So I'm excited to read the next book in this companion novel series. From that, I have moved on to another book that I'm kind of trudging through, but it's not that I'm not liking it, it's just, it's definitely a slower read for me, and that is Blood for Blood by Ryan Groden. So I have finally picked up the sequel to Wolf by Wolf, and I am on page 133, and this is a pretty big book. It is pretty much a brick, so it's about 560 pages basically. So far I don't really have too many thoughts on this one. The story is definitely starting to get going. I mean, it did like jump right into the action though right away, so it's not even that it has just started to get going, it just is like kind of starting to find its plot line, I guess. But I'm also listening to the audiobook for Ironcast by Destiny Soraya, and I'm not very far into this one at all. It definitely jumped right into the action. It is a kind of like, it definitely reminds me a lot of The Diviners, but it is set in 1919, and there are these two girls who can perform illusions, and they use that as a con during the day, but then at night it's a performance for them. So I'm probably about like an hour or so into the audiobook, but I'm just kind of estimating there. I haven't had a lot of audiobook listening time lately, but I do plan on diving further into this one today for sure. I did haul a few books actually. I did unboxings for them in the last vlog that I ended up not actually doing, so I'll just show you guys those books now really quickly. So I got Now That I Found You by Christina Forrest, and Punching the Air by Ibi Zoboy and Yusuf Salam, and Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, and Legendborn by Tracy Dion. So all of these were pre-orders, and I'm super excited that I have them. I do have some more pre-orders on the way, but I also have been having an issue where like I pre-order a book but then it's out of stock, which doesn't make sense to me because like I pre-ordered it months in advance, so I don't understand how I couldn't get my copy and it goes out of stock. Like, I don't know, kind of not happy about that. So particularly I'm waiting for Majesty by Catherine McGee, which is the second book of the American Royals series, and that came out September 1st, and my copy is like, I don't know what's happening with it because it just says that it's out of stock. So I'm probably gonna reach out again because last time I did, like I got the book and it was fine and they just went to a different warehouse for it. But it's kind of annoying that that keeps happening, but no big deal really. So other than reading these two books, I do really want to start listening to the audiobook for Shiny Broken Pieces because this will be available to me probably today. Is today the 9th? I don't even know what the date is today, but this is available to me on Scribd on the 9th, and I definitely want to start listening to it. So hopefully I'll be able to find some listening time for this one, and then I'll be able to move on to here, and also I will be able to finish this. But now I do have a few things that I need to do, and then I will do some reading. So I just wanted to take a second to thank the sponsor for this week's reading vlog, Native Deodorant. That's backwards. There we go. So if you guys aren't familiar with Native Deodorant, they are an all-natural deodorant. It is aluminum-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. So it's made very well. It's good for you and good for the world around you, which always makes me feel good about a product that I'm using. I have definitely put these to the test. I have been using them when I work out in our little home gym because I've been getting back to that, and I can say that they definitely do work. I don't feel smelly after, even though I do sweat quite a bit. I don't smell after, which is always really nice. And they have a great plethora of scents. I'm pretty sure they have some new ones for fall too, which look amazing. So I have apple and honeysuckle here, sweet peach and nectar, and cactus flower and poppy, and all of them smell delightful. These also are sulfate free in addition to being paraben and aluminum free. So you know what's going into them, and it's all great ingredients, which just makes me feel really good about a product that I'm using, like I said. So Native actually has a really great deal for you guys right now. Normally a pack of 3 of these deodorants will be $36, but if you click the link in my description box down below or use my code that will be on the screen, you can get it for $24, which is 33% off and an awesome deal. So definitely check that out, and thank you very much to Native Deodorant for sponsoring today's video. Good morning, friends. So it is Tuesday today. I didn't update a lot yesterday because I actually did not have a great day. I had a headache all day and it made it very hard to do anything, so I didn't really do much. I did actually get some more reading done for Blood, and I was listening to my audiobook while I cooked dinner, but I couldn't really do much of anything else. So I'm happy that I managed to get some reading in though. But today is absolutely miserable out. Like, it is dark, it is pouring rain, thunderstorming, which I don't like, and it's also very chilly. So we're kind of getting an early fall where I live, which is both good but also not so great because it's just cooled down really quickly, so it's very cold in the house. So I have my little mug of coffee here. It's in my Charlie mug that I love so much, and I'm just downing this because I'm also very exhausted today. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but like, it's wild. Like, I hope you can hear it. It has been just pouring. But in my last reading vlog, I was talking about how busy I was, and like, I don't want to seem like I was complaining because I mean, obviously I kind of was, but what happened was, because I took a month off, I wasn't ahead on videos. So every week I would have to film and edit the videos that were to go up that week. So I also just was so busy with other things that I never got the chance to catch up. Now I am running ahead on videos, so thankfully that has taken a lot of stress off of me, and I have been able to kind of chill out a little bit. I'm still kind of working on managing like writing and YouTube and reading and trying to balance all of that as well as free time, but I'm getting there. My point is, I'm not quite as stressed. I just generally am a stressed out person. Like, my anxiety just makes me very, very stressed out. So it kind of makes me laugh. A lot of you guys are like, just chill out. And I'm like, thank you. I've thought about that, but it's just, unfortunately, isn't that easy. However, I have been working through my schedule and being better about balancing things and not having like a million things on one day. I've kind of had the opportunity to take some days off and spread things out a little bit more. So today I'm going to be doing some editing and video planning. I do have quite a few videos that I would like to edit and a few that I'd like to plan because I'm going to film tomorrow. Originally, my plan was yesterday to do what I'm doing today and then film today, but because I had a headache and wasn't feeling well, it just didn't work out, but it's totally fine because I have plenty of time to get stuff done. So as for my reading, I don't have Ironcast with me, so I don't really know how far I am into that one. What I will say about that one is I'm finding the magic system kind of confusing. Like, I don't think there's a lot of explanation for it. And I did say like it jumps right into the story, and I think that might be part of it, but it's not that I'm not liking it. Like, I'm still really early on. But Blood, I am now on page 145, so I'm hoping, my goal for this week is to try and read 100 pages a day. I'm hoping I will be able to do that. It's going to be kind of hard, but that means I will be able to finish this one pretty soon, like by the end of the week, because I mean, I have probably like 400 more pages in it. So I think that's a pretty solid goal. 100 pages usually, depending on the book, but lately 100 pages has been taking me 2 hours. Like, I can read 50 pages in an hour, which I don't think that's very fast. I don't really know. I just know that's kind of what I've noticed, but I know that my reading lately has been kind of slower because I have been getting distracted and not really able to focus on things. This morning I am going to start my day with a little bit of French work, and then I'm going to dive into work, and then later I think is when I'm going to read. I will like carve out some time, probably around lunchtime. I'll take a little bit of a break and do some reading. So I had a headache again this morning, so my plans kind of went, once again, a little bit differently than I was expecting, but all that happened was I ended up reading a little bit this morning. Like, it wasn't so much of a headache where I couldn't read. It was starting to go away, but it wasn't away enough for me to be able to edit or do anything like that yet. So I did get some reading in. I read to page 174. This is definitely getting good. It's also, I feel feel like starting to go by a little bit more quickly for me, which is awesome, but like I have no clue what's going to happen. So definitely super intrigued by this sequel. I like the fact that like I feel like it could go a really kind of typical YA route and focus more on the romance, but that's really falling on the back burner, and I'm totally on board with that. And also some of the characters were a certain way in the first book, and I feel like you would kind of expect them like to kind of be that, like, I don't really know how to describe this without spoilers, but there's just a certain character that I enjoy the way that they are reacting to everything that's happening. I think it's really realistic and it totally makes sense. And yeah, I just like, I'm really glad that I'm finally reading this, and I'm looking forward to reading some more of it later. So I think I was on page 145 or something like that when I updated you guys last. So I've read about 40 pages. So if I can read about 60 more pages, then that will be 100 pages for the day, which would be great. But for now, I do have some video editing that I would like to get done, and then I will dive back into reading. So I finished editing one video. That was a 2, but I meant a 1. I have one more that I want to edit today, and I'm hoping I will be able to squeeze it in about an hour or so. I'm gonna start making dinner, so we'll see if I am able to do that. We're having carnitas tacos tonight, so I'm excited to try that out. The video that I did finish editing is the one that I knew was going to take the longest, and I had the most things to do for it. And it's also the video that has to go up the soonest. It's my video for Thursday, so I am glad that I'm done with that. I'm going to try and get my video for next week. It's for next Thursday done, because I actually still have to film my video for this coming Saturday. So I also have to plan that today. I know it seems like chaos, but like it's really not. It's not as chaotic as it has been. Like 2 weeks ago was way more chaotic. Honestly, this week is pretty calm. So while I have these videos exporting, actually this one just finished exporting, but I was going to say I'm going to read while the exportation process is happening, but I will try and squeeze that in a little bit more because I'm definitely super invested in this book and want to pick it up again. But I also am going to listen to Ironcast while I make dinner, so I do have some more time to read today. Yay! Also, actually, I got a new book in the mail, so I got another pre-order, and it is The Other Side of the Sky by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. They are the co-authors of, what did they co-author? These Broken Stars, that whole Starbound trilogy, I think is what it was called, and then the other one is Unearthed, and I only read the first book for that one, but I did really like it. And this is another sci-fi, but it's like weird. It's a living goddess, a crown prince, and the two of them, like, it's genre bending, I think is the whole thing for it. I don't really know, but I was like, I've read quite a few of their books before, so definitely want to give this one a shot, and we'll see if I like it. Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. So this week has been flying by. It's hard to believe that it's already Wednesday, but today my plan is to film. And I really don't want to, I'm not gonna lie, but I also know that if I put it off, then I'm going to keep putting it off, and I'll be in a situation again where I fall behind, and I really don't want that to happen. So yesterday I set out with the goal of reading 100 pages of this, and unfortunately I didn't quite get there. I have read to page 205. So I read about 50 pages, which is still a solid, like, I mean, it's half of what I wanted to do, but I still think that's a solid amount of pages. I am really happy with that. And it's not because I don't want to read this book, because honestly, I've been dying to pick it up. I just haven't had a lot of chances to sit down and read a book. I've been getting distracted by other work things, which I need to do. I definitely won't be able to read 100 pages today, so maybe if I can read 50 again, but I'm honestly not too sure. So I only have 2 videos that I want to film today. Usually I've been trying to do 3. I used to be able to do 4 a day, but now I'm finding 3 is a kind of sweet spot for that. So today my goal is only 2. So I'm kind of debating waiting a little bit and starting to film a little bit later than I normally would, so then I can get some reading in before I actually start filming. But I do also have like some other stuff on my to-do list besides actually filming, so I should do those things, but I just kind of want to read. Also today, this audiobook is finally available to me, but I do still need to finish Ironcast. I was cooking dinner yesterday, but it was a lot faster than I was expecting to. So I made carnitas, but they were in the Instant Pot, so it was very quick, like not a lot of active cooking time. I didn't have a lot of prep to do. I mean, I was making, like, they were tacos, but like even while I was like assembling the tacos, I just didn't have a lot of listening time. So I'm not quite done this. I don't even know how far I am. I don't know where my phone is at the moment, or else I would tell you. But I think I might set an alarm for when I want to start getting ready and try and start filming by like 1 or 2 o'clock. Usually I try to start filming by noon or earlier, but it's noon now, and I kind of want to read a little bit before I actually dive into things. So I think I'm gonna set an alarm, but I'm also just gonna sit down and see if I like get really sucked into the story, or sometimes I'll be like, I'm not really feeling it right now, and then I will start filming. So that's the plan, and it's gonna be in action now. So I finished filming. So I did 2 videos. I actually had 3 that I had wanted to do. I thought it was only the 2, but I decided to stick to only the 2 because one of the problems with filming is that the cleanup can like take longer than the actual video, and like I have had worse cleanups than this one, but I do have, like, it doesn't look that bad, but all of these books here, because I did a book haul, they all need to find a home. They don't have a home, so I need to like shift my shelves to fit them in somewhere. I have to like put my chair back and everything. I have to clean up all this, put away my filming equipment because I'm done filming for the week, and like honestly, really all I want to do is sit and read Blood for Blood. So like, that sucks. I did read some more of this before I actually started filming. I'm gonna sit down. So I am on page 235 now, so I have read 30 pages today. That's quick math. Honestly, if I set my mind to it, it shouldn't really take me that long to clean up, but I just don't really want to. Also, I'm wearing a sweater because it's kind of sweater weather. I mean, it's cooler here, but I wore this for a video, and I think I'm gonna live in this sweater because it's super comfortable and I like the colors and everything. And I'm just wearing sweatpants and a sweater because comfort. Hello everyone, good morning. I'm sorry that it's loud. It's the dishwasher I just turned on because I just finished making myself breakfast. I made myself some breakfast tacos, which were delicious, but now I wanted to update you guys on my reading because that's what we do in reading vlogs, but I have read some of this. So I'm on page 256. Yesterday, as I had anticipated, wasn't a great reading day, but I did still try to squeeze some in, but didn't get to a lot. So today I'm hoping to get to some more of this because like I'm very invested and want to know what's going to happen because I have no clue. But I do have a couple of other things to do, so I have to plan my weekly menu. I mean, I don't really have to do that, but these are my hopes for today. Today I'm not planning on filming. I'm gonna edit this vlog, start doing that, and edit one more video, and then other than that I just have videos that I'm hoping to plan. So kind of more of a low-key day because I wanted to take some time to read. So right now I'm actually going to take some more time to read to start off my day. It's 10 a.m. right now, so I'm going to set an alarm for 11, and then at 11 I'm going to start getting to work. So let's read. I totally forgot to show you guys this, but my boyfriend surprised me yesterday with the most amazing thing ever. He got me a little baby Yoda. So we've been watching The Mandalorian together, which was my first experience with Star Wars. Now we've been watching the other ones too. So the only ones that I haven't seen are the 2 like oldest ones. No, I've seen the first, like the very first one, and then I haven't seen the 2 after that. Also the whole new series, I haven't seen any of those because we're going in like chronological order. But yeah, I love him. He is so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure where he got him. I think just on Amazon. So I know a lot of you guys were asking me, but I don't really know where I want to put him yet. I have him just like, here right now, but I'm not sure if that is where he shall stay. We'll see. It was super funny though, because when I got it yesterday, Charlie was so mad. He was like, what is this? And I think he was a little bit jealous. But now I am actually going to take some time to read, because if I procrastinate, then I will run out of reading time, and I don't want that to happen. I have officially made my way to home base, aka my desk in the office. So I don't think I really read more of Blood for Blood, because I ended up actually cutting the grass. So yeah, I'm still at the same point that I was when I updated you guys last. I am going to make dinner in about 40 minutes or so. So I'm going to start editing my video for Saturday, because I don't have that edited yet, because I just filmed it yesterday. So I'm gonna start editing that. This vlog I probably won't start editing until tomorrow. Today just kind of got away from me. Like, I don't even really truly know what I was doing, but obviously not reading. So I don't understand what I was spending my day doing, but whatever, it's time to get editing. Hello everyone, back at my desk again. So happy Friday. I have spent a large part, it's the afternoon, but I spent a large part of this morning reading this, and I still haven't made a ton of progress. So I'm currently on page 331. Sorry, the bookmark was blocking it. But since this is such a brick, it's taking me forever. I did realize though that it's only 400 something pages, which is still a lot. Maybe it's actually 500 something. No, I think it's only 400 something. Yeah. So it's only 400 something pages, because the novella that is set before Wolf by Wolf, I believe, is at the back of this. So I'm probably gonna read that though when I'm done with this one. And yeah, I'm really liking this. Like, I am so invested in this story, but somehow it's even darker and more intense than Wolf by Wolf. So it definitely takes a lot out of me whenever I read it, because it's just, there's like certain parts, like there's a certain part that just happened that I don't even know how to describe it. Like, reading these books, it's just a very different experience, because it's a reimagining of the world if the Nazis had won the war. And it's terrifying, obviously, and like, you're in with the resistance group, and you just see so many different perspectives on things too. Like, I'm just fascinated by these books, and I'm really liking it. It's just such an interesting, indescribable, really, reading experience. Now, with Iron Cast, I am about halfway through the audiobook, I believe. I don't think I have too much longer left. However, I haven't had a ton of listening time. Yeah, so I'm 51% through the audiobook, but I do have to tidy up around the house. But I also have to edit my video for Saturday, because I didn't end up getting that done yesterday. So I'm going to prioritize the editing, and I think tidying the house might be a project for tomorrow. However, that will be some good audiobook listening time. So I will hopefully be able to finish at least one of these books by the end of the week. I'd really like to, but honestly, with the way things are going and just how busy I've been, I mean, not even really busy, I've just been not having a lot of reading time. So I don't know if I'll be able to really do that. I'm working on planning for next week, and I'm really trying to make it so I have more reading time, and I will be able to make that more of a priority, because my problem is I'll plan to edit like 3 videos in a day, which is way too many. So then I'm left with no time for anything else. So I'm kind of working on that balance, figuring it out, but definitely doing better than I was before. Hello, happy Saturday. So I haven't read all that much of this. I forget where I was when I left off yesterday, but I had some reading time this morning, so I'm on page 336. I'm not gonna finish it this week. Like, I'm really sad about that, but I just know it's not gonna happen. I am going to try and get a little bit more reading time in tonight, but I don't know if that's going to happen, because I majorly need to clean. I was supposed to work out earlier this morning, but I decided to just do it now, so I finally did it. But I wanted to show you guys our home gym again, because it has expanded greatly. I feel like every time I show you guys this, it's different, but I mean, with COVID, it's been hard to find stuff, so our gym floor has expanded, and we have plates now and like an easy curl bar, and I got threaded dumbbells, which is exciting because then I won't have to buy a million dumbbells. We've already had the bench. I've got like a medicine ball, some dumbbells there, kettlebells, a little ab wheel, bigger dumbbells. Just found 2.5 plates today. So really all I need as far as weight plates is 10 pounds. I have everything else. I have 25s, I have 5s, I have 2.5s now. I just need that. But we also have my boxing bag, and we have the cat who needs to be fed. But yeah, so that is that. It has expanded nicely, and it's nice to have something at home. Like, I'm kind of rediscovering my love of weightlifting, and it's been very enjoyable. But I super need to clean the house, and I've been procrastinating on it for all week and all day today, so it's time. I can't put it off any longer. Hello. So happy Sunday, by the way. So I'm gonna do a really quick update for you guys because I'm going to try and do something, and it's probably not gonna be successful because, like, generally when I say in vlogs that I'm gonna try and do something, it's like never really successful. It always makes me laugh when I'm editing it and rewatching, and I'm like, oh yeah, like for this one, for example, at the beginning of the week I was like, I'm gonna try and read 100 pages every day, and I'm like, I think I read like 50, but it just makes me laugh. I'm always very ambitious. So I'm gonna try and finish this today. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. So I'm presently on page 348. I think I have about like 100 or 150 more pages. Okay, so it's 481 pages. So I have like 140 pages left, roughly, like more like 130. But I also have the novella at the end, Iron for Iron, I think is what it's called. I can't remember, Iron something Iron. But mostly I just want to finish this, Blood for Blood. I want to finish that. Iron to Iron. I had a feeling it wasn't for him, but mostly I just want to finish this book, and then if I can read the novella too, super. But it's 2 p.m. right now, 2:30. I have to make dinner in a little bit, and then I have stuff to do, but I feel like I might be able to do it. I don't know. We're gonna see. So let's try. I finished it, and it absolutely destroyed me. Holy crap. Oh my god. I need time to process this because so much happened in that last little bit. Like, I don't even think I have fully processed it. I will say though, I liked this even better than Wolf by Wolf. I think that it might be my favorite sequel ever, or at least in recent memory. I mean, I haven't read a lot of sequels recently, but it's definitely made me want to read more because it was such a great experience. I mean, no, it wasn't a great experience. It was like a roller coaster. It was very emotional and intense, but it added so much to the storyline, and I just, like, I didn't see any of the twists coming, but I also never see plot twists coming, but like I for sure didn't see any of the twists coming. I also just, I didn't know what was gonna happen to anyone, and oh my god, like, comparing how I looked in the last clip to now, I feel like you can tell how this book was for me. It was just so much. And yeah, I also actually read Iron to Iron, which is the novella at the end here, and that was also really enjoyable. You learn a little bit more about Adele and Luca, who are two of the racers, so it's set before Wolf by Wolf, so you kind of get backstory there, which is really enjoyable. I think it kind of would have been cool if I had read it before Wolf by Wolf, but I did enjoy reading it after too. I think it added a lot to everything, and just that, like, since I enjoyed it so much, I liked having more information. But yeah, this was a lot. Like, it's really big, but I don't think it's unnecessarily big. I understand why it's as long as it is. I was never bored reading it. It did, like, in the beginning, it took me a little bit to get into, but that was just like my own fault. It had nothing to really do with the book because the action starts right away and you're just on the edge of your seat the entire time. So, oh my god, I definitely need time to process this and think about everything that just happened because I don't even know. It was so much. So I'm just gonna close out this reading vlog really quickly. It's actually Monday morning right now, but I only finished one book last week, which was Blood for Blood by Ryan Groden, which I obviously gave a 5 out of 5 stars. But thank you guys so much for watching this week's reading vlog. Thank you very much to Native for sponsoring it, and I will see you next week with another one. Bye.